Hello everyone, this is TheHunter DD33, and first off, I want to say thank you guys so much for helping the channel reach 7,000 subscribers. Now, the crazy thing is we were just at 6,000 subscribers not only a month ago, so it's pretty amazing, and thank you guys so much. Second, I'm going to show you what just happened the other night when I was out in the stand with my Matthews Mission crossbow. But first, we're starting over here by Balmont Lake, and we're going to head over towards Layton Lake Shore. We're going to see what we can find along the way, and hopefully we can find some decent bucks. There's always a lot of blacktail, and maybe even some whitetail, probably some black bear, so we'll see what happens. Alright guys, so we actually just spotted a young whitetail buck right here. He's over here trotting around at about 85 meters out. We have a doe coming in here as well, but I'm not too worried about her. I think we're going to try and call this buck in. At least I don't think this... What do we got here? Oh, we got a, looks like a blonde black bear. It's only a female. It's still pretty cool. You know what? We might try and take this doe. Maybe not. The wind is pretty fierce right now. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, that did not work very good. Alright, so it actually looks like the buck's coming in right now. We might just wait for him. Alright, so I think he's actually coming in now. Let's just let him come in, and we'll get ready to take a shot. Oh, look at this, look at this. We got another buck right here. Okay, so a blacktail just snuck in. Never even saw him, but he's right here. I can't really tell how big he is. Doesn't look too big, but he definitely looks like bigger than 120s. So this whitetail is not very big. This blacktail might be worth taking. So actually we decided to pass up on those two bucks because neither one of them was just quite big enough to take with a bow. Just kicked up something right there. It looked like a bear. Oh, a big bear. We got a big bear there. He's at 170 meters out. We do have the 270, but he's not quite going to score high enough to get anything decent worth. We might be able to try and call him in. Alright, so we're going to try and call in this nice black bear that just took off over here. We'll see if we can't get within range of him. He definitely looks like a pretty good one. But while we're waiting for this black bear to come in, I'm going to tell you about my hunting experience the other night. So on Saturday night I just went out to one of my favorite spots. It's basically like an 80-acre field of beans, and there's like 20 acres of woods right along the edge of it. So I was sitting waiting in the stand for a little while, and nothing was really going on. And next thing I know, I spotted a bunch of deer coming in my direction. So when I pull out my binocs, I saw 10 does and a head mount 10-point 150 plus scoring whitetail buck coming right in my direction. I was getting pretty excited at first because I saw the does were definitely headed pretty much the way that they were heading. They were probably going to come out between 50 and 100 yards away from me, which I'm using a crossbow, so I could definitely shoot that whole range. But what happened is these does are actually coming, and they kind of like left him, so he was just standing there all by himself for a little while. I think he was trying to find some other does in the area. And while this was all happening, I was trying to get a better look at him, but he was about 180, maybe 200 yards away, so it's really hard to see. What do we have here? Oh, we have a doe calling. Alright, so it doesn't look like this bear's actually going to come in. And I think what we're going to do is just continue the pursuit on this bear by foot. So we'll just keep heading towards him, and hopefully we can actually cut him off. If not, maybe we'll find something else. Not too worried about him. But let's get back to the other night of hunting. So when I saw him stand out there at 190 yards away, I knew he was definitely a shooter buck. He was a head mount for sure. He was about 17 inside, 10 points. So he was definitely a good buck. But what happened is these does actually came trotting right past me, and they actually went right underneath my tree stand. So at this point, I'm just shaking like crazy because I know that eventually he's going to come and go chase after his does. And they're all hot does, at least one or two of them is. And they came right underneath me. So I was just waiting for any second that buck to come back on the trail and come follow right underneath my stand. But the problem is that never happened. He started trotting right towards me, almost like a full sprint, and he stopped at 120 yards, and he just stood there broadside. Now I can shoot 100 yards, maybe even 110 yards with a crossbow. Not no problem, but oh, there's our bear, there's our bear. That's gotta be him. No, it's not. That's the female from before. Alright, we got her at about 30 meters out. Oh, drilled her. Maybe not so much. Alright, so I don't think we're really going to worry about her. She was only a female. Alright guys, well, we just found a pretty decent black bear out here. It's a cinnamon and he's a 5 medium. So I think we're actually going to try for a long range shot. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at all these coyotes out here. This might be even cooler. We might be able to just take out this whole pack from over here. We're sitting over here at like 300 meters out. So if we can get far enough back, we can actually take out all these coyotes and still possibly take this big black bear. Also, we have the 243 rifle on us, so that's pretty awesome. Let's load that up. We'll zero it in for 300, and we should be setting pretty good. Yeah, so let's get a range on them. We're looking at about 270, 280. I don't think they should hear us from here. So let's find the big male. That's him right out in the front there. He's at 280. And we're going to take him with the 243 rifle. So hopefully everything works out smooth here. Ooh, we're still zeroed in for 150. So we got to double check. Is this a 243? Yeah, it is. Okay. So we're zeroed in for 300. And we should put it right on his front shoulder. Well, we definitely hit him, but not quite as good as I would have liked. I think we hit a little bit low on him. Yeah, I don't know if he's going to go down from that. But that'll bring him down. Alright, so at least we got him hit. Let's see if we can't get one of these now. Hit that one as well. I'm not sure what the drop is like at this range. But it should have been a good hit. So we should have 3 or 4 coyotes, at least 4 or 5 coyotes hit actually. Well, it's going to be real difficult to get a high score on this bear, but he's not going to be gold anyways. He's a 5. He could be, I guess. But either way, he's not going to be like a diamond, so let's see what we can do. That should have been a good hit, and that should definitely bring down that big black bear. Let's take a look at him and watch him here. Piled him right up. He's down right there. Yeah, so that's why I would probably recommend using the 270 for coyotes. Unless you actually see one that has potential to be gold or diamond. I just feel like it's a little bit weak as far as bringing down these coyotes. I'm not sure if they will go down with a flesh wound. I haven't really taken one in so long with the 243, so I'm not quite sure about that, but we'll find out here soon when we go over there. Alright, so we just got over to the side where the coyotes were at, and the blood's not looking very good. We got flesh wound here, and I'm not sure if he's going to go down because we just got a warning call from a male coyote, so I'm not sure if it's going to be the same one or if there's another male up here. And there he goes. Got him. So it actually looks like there's a couple of coyotes down over here. I'm seeing 2 or 3 of them. And there's some more blood there. So we might have turned out alright. Let's pick this one up here. We got intestine on her at 293.7 meters away. 80% consecutive harvest. So we're still doing alright. And I see another one down over here. This is our big male that we hit from before. So I would imagine we must have hit him pretty decent because he went down. So let's pick him up. We hit him twice. Oh, the first shot was a little bit low. We're shooting 276, and it had quite a bit of bullet drop because you can see it hit low quite a bit. And then the second shot, we hit it on the run at 305 meters. So it's a good thing that we put that second one into him because I don't think he would have went down. And now we just got this one over here. The good thing is we're also sitting at 100% harvest value. So when we go over to get that black bear, we should be looking pretty good. So let's pick this one up. This was a good male. A 45 medium. He was actually a 5 medium. The first shot we hit him low and in the leg on the run. Second shot we spine long shot him. And we got 1,214 cash for him. Alright, so let's go back over here and see if there isn't any more that we happen to hit. That should have went down. Look at this. There's one down right here. Yep. Some blood right. Oh, look at another one's down right here. Look at this. So we got two more down right here. Let's pick this one up. And it was actually not a bad shot. 328.25 meters with the 243, and we got intestine hit on this female. So pretty far shot. Not bad considering she was trotting. And we got 1,151 cash for it. We're still sitting with 100% consecutive harvest. And here's this one down here. So let's pick this one up. This one got intestine hit as well. So we shot this one at 314 meters. It was a female. She scores 41. And we got 1,186 cash for it. So it looks like we're hitting way behind them. Because on the walk, you have to lead them quite a bit. And we're not leading them enough. But we're still getting some definite vital hits. Just not quite where I would like them. Alright, so let's pick up this nice cinnamon black bear. So it was actually a silver. We got 100% consecutive. Only 69% quick kill bonus, even though it was a lung, liver, stomach shot. So pretty good shot at 277 meters. We got the full integrity and full consecutive harvest. And we got 1,290 cash for it. But it was only an 18 medium. So in order to get gold, I think you need to get like 20 or 21. And it needs to be a level 6 or 7 hard. Alright guys, so we just spotted a pretty decent buck out here. He looks to be like a... he's got to be close to 150s. For sure. Definitely a solid buck. That's what we're after. So we're going to put a call out here. And then we're going to sneak down to this point. And we'll see if we can't get into a spot where we can actually lure him in for a nice bow shot. So he shouldn't be able to see us right now because we have a bunch of cover here. But we don't really want to walk the whole way because he could definitely hear us. So we'll walk a little bit and then we'll probably crouch right about here. Should be good enough. Now we need to, hopefully we can get to this point before he actually cuts across. Oh! That might be him right there. No, I didn't think so. It's a doe. So if she's there, he's got to be right next to her somewhere. But I don't know where. See, he could be sneaking in from the side though, so we got to be really careful here. I think we can put out one more call, so he'll at least come in this direction. And of course it's going to rain. So that might make our shot a little bit more difficult. Oh, there he is, there he is. Is that him or a different one? For some reason that buck doesn't seem very big. There's no way that's the same buck. That is definitely not the same buck. That's a tiny buck. So there's a big buck and a small buck here. But I don't know where the big buck actually is. He should be right around here somewhere. Let's see. He's got to be here somewhere. Where is he? There he is. I found him. That's a big buck. He looks like a 6x6. So, big old 12-point buck. And he's about 100 meters away. He should be coming in here pretty soon. I knew he was somewhere. While we're waiting for him to come in, let's continue talking about the buck that I almost had. And so when that buck stopped out there at 120 yards, he was standing there broadside. All he had to do was come 20 yards closer, and I definitely would have taken a 100-yard shot with the crossbow. Because a couple hours before I just went out, I just took a couple of shots at the target, and I was hitting a pie plate basically at 100 yards. I would hit it all 3 shots. You know, not dead center, but I would definitely hit it to where I could definitely hit, you know, vitals at 100 yards. And I really wanted to take that far of a shot, but he didn't come 20 yards closer. And what he did was he actually cut off to the side and started chasing this random doe that was way out in the field. And he literally left his herd of 10 does, and they walked right past me. All right, here he comes, here he comes. Here he comes, guys. Finally. Yeah, he looks about like the buck that I saw. Although it wasn't a 12 point, it was only a 10 point, and it was a 150s. This one could be a 150s buck. I don't really see too many deductions on him at all. We should have our consecutive harvests up. Not 100% sure about that. We did just take a shot at a bear, but I don't know if that would really affect it. So other than that buck, I've definitely seen quite a bit of bucks, but that was the only potential wall hanger buck that I saw so far, and just wasn't able to take a shot. 120 yards is a little bit too far. There's no way you could shoot that far with a compound bow. I would never shoot past 60, but with a crossbow you can shoot 100 yards. I wouldn't recommend it, but if you practice enough, and if you're shooting 460 feet per second, you could definitely try it. The thing is, I wouldn't recommend it if you have an awesome spot and you know that that buck will come back. But the problem with this spot is the public land is right next to it, so you're not going to see that buck again. And I'm probably not going to see him again. That's just a chance you got to take sometimes, where you got a 50% chance you're going to get a head mount buck if you take the shot or if you don't. But I can guarantee you one thing: if you don't shoot, you're definitely not going to get him. Yeah, this is a good buck. This might be like a 155, 160s buck, because he's not quite as wide as he needs to be, like 160 plus, but his tines are really symmetrical. See, eventually you can unlock a perk where it will actually tell you in the spotting info whether or not this buck is nervous or if it's just unspooked or whatever. But right now I don't have that unlocked. Something just came in here real close. So once he becomes unspooked, then he will come in. Here he comes. He actually just snuck in on us. Never even saw him come in. There he is right there. We got him pretty broadside at about 25 meters out. We'll put one more call, and it should bring him in for a shot. Yeah, we'll take a 25-meter shot. I'll definitely take that. Perfect shot, and we just got a big buck. If only that could have happened in real life. I really didn't think we were actually going to get this buck. The way he was acting, I didn't think it was going to happen. But sometimes it turns out, and you can get lucky. And just like we just did, got another big buck down. That's just that small buck over there. Let's take a look at this buck. Yeah, this is a real good buck here. I didn't realize that this buck was this big. He's a real good buck. Is he a 7x7? Yeah, he's a 7x7. So his G5 is a little bit shorter than it could be, but he still looks like he definitely has potential to break 150, 155. So let's see what he scores. We'll take one picture of him. Alright, really cool picture. And let's pick him up. Oh, we got robbed. So the consecutive harvest is at 0%, and that was because we just hit that black bear, not very good. But he wasn't quite as big as I thought. He's still an awesome buck. Definitely a shooter buck, especially in real life. 145, 150 plus 10 or 12 point buck is definitely a shooter. But you can see he's a silver. He possibly could have been gold, but I'm not too worried because he wouldn't have been a very high gold anyways. He's silver, but you can see our consecutive harvest was 0%. And anyways, we made a nice 26.9 meter heart shot, double lung, perfect shot, and an awesome buck. And we took him out with the hawk edge bow. So if only they had a crossbow in the Call of the Wild, this would have been exactly what I wanted to do, because then it could have been the exact same experience that just happened 2 nights ago in my tree stand. But the only difference is this buck you can actually look at, and mine, well, I never actually got a shot. Either way, it was just so cool to see that big old 10-point buck coming in, trotting, and he was all rutted up. You can see his neck was all swollen. Definitely a big mature buck of the woods, probably the biggest one around the area, and just didn't quite get a shot. Well, there's always next time. Alright guys, well, I think that's going to be the end of this video, so let me know if you guys see any big bucks in real life or on Call of the Wild. Also, I have a Twitter now. It's TheHunter DD33. So if you get any really cool bucks or any cool rares or anything, let me know. Alright, well I think that's going to be the end of this video. So thank you guys so much for watching, and good luck. We'll see you next time.